but not the cleanest race for you. Can you talk a little bit about maybe the start?
Just kind of getting used to everything, you know. It's not the same as a high school type of start. It's not a loud gun. It's just little sound I got to get used to and know that any sound that comes after the set, I just have to get out fast and get used to. So I'm ready for the next round.
Learning on the fly pretty quickly here?
Yeah, just got to adapt to the speed of everybody else and just continue to drive harder and harder throughout each of the rounds and possibly get to the last one.
How concerned were you at like 50 meters?
I kind of know my top end, and I kind of knew that was a bad start, but I knew that after about standing up at the last 30, I would be able to catch back up to the rest of the competition.
What is your objective now, obviously moving to the semifinals?
Just to kind of take it one round at a time, not worry about what's happening next, what happens if I don't make it or make it, go out there and compete like I've done all year.
What's the mindset like as you're preparing for the
just remembering to give 110% no matter what, and knowing that this is a whole new stage I'm going to be on, and so I got to come out and run my very best to be able to get through each round.
What was the atmosphere like going out there for the first time at the stadium?
It was a great atmosphere, a lot to kind of take in and kind of get used to, but it just takes time, and I feel like next round I'll be able to go out and execute a lot better.
Do you feel fresh? You haven't raced a ton, so you're probably in a good position. Do you feel like that?
I feel pretty fresh, and I feel like I'm ready to go for the race.
Did you talk to anybody or get any advice from people who've run Olympic trials before on what to expect?
Not really, but I've seen how a lot of other athletes manage it and how a lot of other athletes go through the rounds, so kind of just seeing them and knowing how my body is giving me a good idea on what to do going forward.
Did the races in Claremont and of course Atlanta, did those kind of prepare you to come here with some of the big names?
It definitely prepared me to be able to come out and compete with everybody, and it prepared me to be able to just come out no matter who I'm racing against, and no matter the age, I'll be able to come out and race the same.
What's driving you here at the trials? Anything in particular?
Just putting on the show and showing all the other younger athletes out there that you can get to this stage if you put enough work in, and you can make a huge impact on the field, whether you make it to the Olympic team or not.
What's your earliest memory of watching track?
I'd say probably back when in the 2022 World Championship, when the three Americans swept the 100 and swept the 200 as well. Just showing that America is really one of those great sprinting countries, and so knowing that I have an opportunity to be on that stage is amazing.
Did you imagine, I mean, when you're back in 2022, now it's only 2 years later and you're in contention to make the team in a sense. Did you imagine you'd be here?
I definitely can imagine I would be here, just looking at kind of how I progress and all the things that I kind of went through to get to this point. I felt like one day I would definitely be at this stage, and it would be very soon.
Has it sunk in that you're actually here?
It definitely has, and the first round definitely solidified that I'm here and I'm ready to compete against the world's best.
At your 20s last year, that 10:06, did that really sort of change your perspective about what was possible from you?
It definitely did. It definitely showed me what I can do on a big stage, no matter who I'm racing against, and it just reminded me that no matter what, I have to come out and compete, no matter who the person is.
Was there a point this season where you started to think about qualifying for the Olympics? That might be a possibility?
At the beginning of my season, that was kind of the little, I guess I'd say, goal that we had, to be able to come to the trials and show the world what I had. So from the get-go, back in preseason, I was kind of just working toward this point.
Did the goal ever shift from making it here to making the team here?
I'd say after my first 9, I told myself, well, I'm definitely still coming out here to try to compete, but I also have the opportunity that I might be able to make the team along with the rest of them.
How did it feel to be the world leader for so long this year?
It felt like it felt great to have my name out there, and I felt like all the work I had done got me to an amazing point. I was just ready to go out and get more.
Thanks for the time, Christian.
Thank you, Christian.